is Thursday, and today we have 6.2 miles. That is kind of an easy run, nothing too difficult. You know, I'm probably gonna run at like a 9:30, 9:45 pace, and at max I'm gonna push it to 10, 10:30 if my knee feels a bit iffy. But so far, I mean, it feels all right. It's all right so far. So I hope it stays that way, inshallah, for the run. But I can't wait to run today. I'm actually super excited because 6.2 miles again. Yeah, actually pretty hyped. But there might be some modifications to the plan if my knee feels fine. It's all dependent on how it feels, you know. For the last 2-3 runs, it's been feeling great, alhamdulillah. I've been making lots of dua, and alhamdulillah, you know, Allah Azza wa Jal has been keeping my knee safe. So I hope it stays that way for the rest of this run and until we finish the marathon, inshallah. So that's kind of where we're at right now. But also, it's like 12 degrees Celsius out, so it's actually pretty cold for me personally. And that's why I have 2 jackets on, actually. It's because it's pretty cold. But yeah, I'm gonna go with some Quran, and I'm going to do some foam rolling type stuff for my knee, and then I will inshallah go running by like 7:45, 8 a.m. Yeah, because right now it's like 7:15, so yeah, it's probably gonna take me half an hour. Yeah, that being said, let's go get to work. I don't know why my feet hurt so much. So there's apparently a blister forming on my foot, and it formed last to last one, and I'm feeling it again about 2-point-something miles in. So, oh man, come on, we got this, baby. 6.2 miles. We're gonna smash this time, inshallah. Let's go. About 3 miles in right now. Feeling good. A bit tired, but who cares? Let's go. My butt hurts. I'm in the flow right now, but it's not like it doesn't hurt. It still hurts quite a bit, but whew, let's go. 6.2 miles are done. In about 59 minutes 40 seconds, but I'm not done because I'm actually running 9 miles, not 6.2. I didn't say it before because I was like, I don't want to say it and not do it, you know. My knee feels good, alhamdulillah, and I'm tired. Just stopping for a quick water break, but yeah, 9 miles it is. I have about 2.8 left because I'm 6.2 in. Hopefully I get that done before like an hour and 30 minutes. Yeah, that's just how it is, man. So I'm gonna go and I'm gonna run. Okay, there you go. Let's go. Don't want to do this, but I have to. Legs feel heavy right now. Now is when it's getting harder. I thought an hour in it would get easier. It's getting harder. Oh my god. Stop for a minute or so right now. Had to give this uncle a bit of a push for his motorcycle, but be helpful, bro. He just had the number, be helpful. I want to stop so many times, but I'm just like 1.7 miles left. I can't stop. Nick Bear said to not stop, even if you feel like your legs are falling. Let's go. Can't stop. A bit left. Funny enough, I actually have to stop right now. My knee felt a bit iffy, so hit me on for like a second, and a second's over, so let's go. Oh. My legs officially feel like they will fall off. Oh my god, this is hard, bro. Last mile left. Last mile left. I just keep thinking of the time I ran a tempo 4 miler. If I can run that, I can run this, no problem. Almost there. Almost there. Just a bit left. Oh, 9 miles done. Step right now. Whew. Yes, there's no one exercising in the park right now. Just got done. A bunch of uncles were doing yoga as long as I was running, so that was pretty cool. But 9 miles done, bro. The hardest run of this entire prep is done. I need a breather, bro. I need a breather. Oh my goodness. I'm actually dead. I can't even get up, bro. My butt hurts so bad. My calves are shaking right now. My quads are shaking. Everything is shaking. I'm starting to realize what hurts and what doesn't hurt when you run. Wow, my lower back and my butt hurt so much. Okay, so I ran 9 miles, and that is crazy. 9 miles for the first time ever in my life. That's crazy, dude. And I was supposed to run 6.2, but again, I didn't say anything because I didn't want to be like, oh, I'm gonna run nine miles, and then my knee just gives out. So I'm like, oh, I can run 9 miles. I don't want to do that. So this is pretty crazy. So the average pace was 9:35 minutes per mile. That's crazy. I'm super happy with that, right? And based upon that, I could get a half marathon in around 2 hours if I keep that pace throughout the entire run. In just above 2 hours or just below 2 hours if I pick up the pace. So it took me around an hour and 30 minutes, 9:35 minutes per mile pace. Pretty good, actually. Pretty happy with that. And I want to go over what I actually felt throughout the run. So when I started it, it took me quite a bit of time to get into the groove. It took me like I think 2 miles to actually get into the groove of it. And even then, it just felt super uneasy. It just didn't feel nice. Usually I get to the groove like a mile in, but I just did not feel that. Even 2 miles into it, like that's a quite some time. That's like 20 minutes of running to actually get to the groove, which is again a lot of time. So that was a bit annoying, but it is what it is. And if I'm being honest, I think it's more so of a psychological thing because when I have small runs, right? When I have runs that are like, I don't know, 2 miles, 3 miles, 4 miles, 5 miles even, I'm like, oh, this is 50 minutes of running. Nothing too crazy, right? But when I'm like, I have 9 miles and that's like an hour and 30 minutes of running, it just puts me into a different state, right? Which is why I think it took me longer to get to the groove and longer to actually, start to feel like my legs don't exist and they're just, I'm just flying basically. So that's one thing, right? And the first 6.2 miles were again, they were okay. They weren't that difficult. Before I remember when I first ran 6.2 miles, it was just bliss, literally. I felt so strong at a 9 minute per mile pace, and I was on 9:35 and I did not feel strong at all. So that's kind of weird. But again, it is what it is. Happens. Ups and downs are part of the game. That's just like so. I ran 6.2 miles. My knee felt phenomenal. Alhamdulillah. I did stop like I think a few times just because I wanted to make sure that my knee wasn't, taking unnecessary pressure because again, I don't want to go through everything that I went through with runner's knee. And I stopped for some water. 3 miles in, 6.2 miles in, 8 miles in, and then 9 miles. Obviously, got it done. So it took me around 59 minutes from what I saw on the watch to get 6.2 miles done. Even though Strava says that it took me an hour and 1 minute to get done my 10K, which is I don't know, whatever. I don't know. It's what it is. It's fine. No worries, literally. But besides that, right? When I was done with my water break for my 6.2 miles, I started to run again and my legs felt so heavy. They literally felt so heavy. And I felt like I was basically just dead. I felt I was finished. Like I couldn't run anymore. That's how I felt. But I was like, it is just psychological. So I started to push through and I started to go further and further and further. And then eventually, alhamdulillah, I just crossed that barrier and I started to run more. But then again, that was when my knees started to feel a bit more iffy. So I was like, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna take it slow. I'm gonna take it easy. And what I'm gonna do is I will walk a bit. So I walked a bit and then ran a bit, then I walked a bit, then ran a bit. And so that probably took me a lot more time than it should have, right? But for the actual half marathon, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be fine. So that's not that big of a deal. Seventh mile was pure pain. Eighth mile was pure pain. Ninth mile, I was just like, whatever. I'm just done. I'm just gonna go forward and just like run with it, right? And ninth mile, I was so done. I was like, dude, I was like, I just want to finish this. So I just put my head down. I was like, it is what it is. Let's just go. So I just kept running and running and running. And turns out I actually ran at like a 9:02 pace, which is crazy because I did feel I was running faster. But I just didn't want to check the watch. I was like, whatever, it is what it is. I'm just gonna go forward and just keep running. So that's basically that. But I'm pretty happy with how it went, right? My seventh mile and my eighth mile were pretty good paces, as you can see right here on the screen. And my ninth mile was also pretty good pace. So I think if for the half marathon I could keep this up, right? I'm pretty sure I can end it in sub two. That's gonna be crazy. So we'll see. It is what it is. But yeah, that's the longest run of the half marathon done. Now the taper begins. The taper was supposed to begin on Sunday, but because I'm at 9 miles right now, I'm just gonna begin the taper right now. There's no loss in me starting the taper right now. It's actually beneficial for me in the long term. So our next run is going to be on Sunday, which is gonna be a 5 mile long run. But I don't know if I'm gonna be able to run that, considering that right now I just feel like my legs are dead, and I know if they're gonna recover until that point in time. So I'll see if they do feel well, then I will run 5 miles. If they don't feel well, then I won't run 5 miles because again, this is the taper, and I am gonna be so close to the half marathon, like a week out. So I just don't really care. But yeah, that's basically the whole 9 mile recap. I love this, dude. In my notes, I wrote down that the first 6.2 miles were like a 5 out of 10, and then the next, you know, 3 miles, 2.8 miles were like 8 out of 10 difficulty. But yeah, the entire time I was just thinking that how am I gonna survive a half marathon? How am I gonna do 4 more miles? But I don't know, dude, like somehow, some way, we will muster up and pull up the energy, inshallah, to do, you know, 13 more miles. So yeah, that's that. But inshallah, see you next video. Jazakallah khair for watching. Assalamu alaikum.